What's up, guys? MaddenDvinik here today, bringing you episode 23 or 24 of Clash of Clans series. So, as I start off, we're going to have 5 epic raids right here. They're all going to be very, very high in resources, which is awesome. There's no lag whatsoever, so that's cool as well. And while you guys watch that awesome raid, I'm going to talk about the vote that was conducted yesterday. And since I have a very solid vote here, a very solid answer for you guys, I don't have to prolong this vote for another, 2 or 3 days. I can answer you now what we're going to start. So, for the 1 hit series, there was a ratio of likes to dislikes, a good ratio of 1.39. So for every 1.39 likes, there was a dislike. So it was pretty close. It's like almost 50-50. For the maxed out balloon rate, it was negative. For every 1.5 dislikes, there was a like. So there were more dislikes than likes. For Challenge Me series, oh my gosh, this was the most successful vote here. 333 likes and negative 35 dislikes. Now that is as of making this video. I'm gonna close it down right now, so you guys can vote if you want to, but it's not going to count anymore because we have a ratio of likes to dislikes of 9.46. That is the best ratio. That means for pretty much every 10 likes there was a dislike. So 10 people would love that series, 1 person would dislike it. So, and the worst raid is the worst. The most hated series, apparently, with 231 dislikes and 89 likes, with a ratio for every 2.63 dislikes, we get a like. So we're going to start Challenge Me series very soon. You guys can start commenting your armies down below in the comment section. Comment any army you want. It's got to have 200 spaces or less. You can't comment armies with 220 spaces because I don't have that. It's got to be 200 spaces or less. It'd be better if you fill up all 200 spaces because, raiding with an army that's not completely filled up in the army camps isn't the best option. But if that is the case, you guys can comment. If you see an army that's really awesome, instead of copying that comment and posting it as your own, like it up. I want to see it, It's going to be much easier for me to pick it. If I don't see a top comment with like a bunch of likes, I'll just have to randomize it or go ahead and go through them and pick out some cool one. So yeah, that's going to be with that Challenge Me series starting soon. All the other ones are kind of pushed back for now. Worst raid and maxed out balloon raid are kind of, let's say, canceled. So that's with that. As for the giveaway, things are getting much, much better. We have contacted multiple, companies and people here, and we're gonna have a really, really epic giveaway. Trust me, guys. Can't say what it is, just the way it is, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be really, really awesome. Better than giveaway 1, 2, and 3 combined. Yeah. So, all right. So we have Brian here with 207,000 gold and 160,000 elixir and dropping. It's all going to be in those collectors and mines on the outside. Very cool. I actually wish these people, when they quit the game like this, they would just set those mines and elixirs outside, like way outside the walls. So you could just drop maybe like 2 or 3 goblins and you'll be good for the whole raid. But obviously you would lose trophies, but that's just the kind of a joke on the forums. If you've never been to the Supercell forums, there's a bunch of people who say, like, there's a guide written for quitting the game. Seriously, go read it. There's a guide for quitting the game. It's like, you said this stuff outside and you put this and this and you put defenses in that place. It's really cool, actually. It's pretty funny. It's not supposed to be realistic, but if you're quitting the game, I guess you could follow it. Yeah. All right, Brian is left with 9 elixir. Poor Brian. Yeah. It's probably in the town hall, although it could be in those 2 remaining elixir storages. Now, for our elixir right now, we have 5 and almost a 500,000 elixir. So that's really awesome. That means we're getting closer and closer. And my storage, you see that my maximum right now is 6.5 million elixir. Overnight, I had it upgrade to level 10, meaning 1 level before me getting maxed out. Now I have 3 storages that are maxed out for elixir that hold 2 million each, so that makes it 6 million for those. And I have 1 more storage that is a level 10 that holds just 1 million instead of 2 million, making it 7 million total that I can currently hold. I have started upgrading. Later in this video, you'll see the amount increase from 6.5 to 7. I don't know when that's going to happen, because part of these raids have been happening late at night. Part of these raids have been happening just this morning. I figured out if you keep searching, even though you waste a lot of gold, you can still find some very good raids, like this one, for example. This one's a good 500,000 resource raid. I think if you do the math, just simple math, it would be 519,000 resources combined. Really cool. By the way, guys, I know you guys are sending in your submissions to my email address. Please no screenshots. The deal with that is some people could complain that it's photoshopped. Legitimately, I can't 100% guarantee my subscribers that it's not photoshopped, because what if it is? I can get into some, I don't know, controversy. So yeah, no screenshots, please. By the way, when you replay a raid, I want to see your battle log. You need to show me in the battle log that that raid indeed had that many resources, because if you just show me a raid like I'm showing it to you right now, it might be using that jailbroken thing. I don't even know how to use it, but apparently there's a jailbroken thing that used to keep players online 24/7 and fake raids and stuff like that. Yeah, trust me, guys, I'm not faking this. First of all, I don't have a jailbroken iPad whatsoever. I have a jailbroken iPhone, but this is obviously not an iPhone screen. This is an iPad screen, because iPhone screens, they're a bit more wider. They're still like 4x3, but this one here is definitely a 4x3, so more of a square, but not completely a square. So, the gold, yeah, almost taken all the gold. Looks like, yeah, we got 31 goblins left, 5 giants, 8 wall breakers, an archer queen, and some clan castle troops. We might go for those 2 storages because they're really close to each other. If we get the archers in the right position, we might be able to take both of them out. But yeah, there's a mortar, and then there's cannons that keep pounding on the wall breakers. And those army camps are really making it hard to spawn wall breakers any closer. That's the deal with my X-bows and my base on... you know, from my own experience, is that people they're forced to deploy wall breakers really far away, because that is the spawn point. And I figure out that my X-bows do a very, very good job at taking them out. This base doesn't have X-bows, although I think it was a Town Hall 9. Yeah, I don't know. If I zoom out and see it, I might be able to see it. A lot of people don't realize that X-bows are just that good at taking out wall breakers specifically. Yeah, Town Hall's destroyed. Didn't see what it is. I mean, I could count the walls. If there's like more than 200 walls, that means it's Town Hall 9. But I think it'll take a little too long to count all these walls. So, I haven't come away with too much, but certainly not a bad raid. Yeah. So here's the next one. Oh boy. Oh wow. This one's a nice 85,000 resource rate. That's right, more than 500,000. Well, almost all the ones that I show you today will be more than 500,000, so that is really awesome. I just like it that way. I think you guys enjoy high-low raids rather than me searching and then raiding live. Although that will return once the marathon is over, because the marathons, they're a little difficult to do live. First of all, the videos, instead of having like 5 raids, you only have maybe 2 or 3, because then they get like super long. The videos do. So marathons like this, they're way easier to do it like this, where you just raid, put a bunch of clips together, comment over them. But I do show you my progress. So like these raids are right after each other. So I don't delete raids from you guys and don't show them. This is all the raids that I've done right after each other. So there shouldn't be any like major Elixir differences. Just I want you guys to realize that there are Elixir collectors at my base that I generally collect. So you might see skips of like 100,000 Elixir. That's because, well, overnight there's quite a lot of stuff that collects. So that's why you might see those skips. But otherwise, I have nothing to hide from you guys. It's legitimately everything that I really do in my free time. And one thing I want to point out, as a YouTuber, you might think that I clash all day long, which is absolutely not true. Actually, as a YouTuber, it's kind of hard to clash all day, because you have to video edit. For example, right now I'm commentating, so I'm spending like 13, maybe 15 minutes commentating, right? And then I'm spending some time video editing, and previously before that, I have to pre-record the raids and stuff like that. So overall, it's a fun thing to be a YouTuber for Clash of Clans. But compared to maybe like some people who don't do YouTube videos, they might be just sitting there raiding for, instead of spending the hour of video editing, they would spend that hour towards getting Elixir and gold. And they don't have to record how they spend their gold. They don't have to, you know, I don't know, show awesome epic stuff. They can just do whatever they want. They can go with the most generic army ever, maybe all archers and stuff. But as a YouTuber, you gotta be more unique, especially when the Challenge Me series starts. Oh yeah, I'm looking towards some unique armies. That would be very, very fun. I'll make sure to use them, and we'll have about 2 or 4 raids of your guys' suggestions per video per Challenge Me series, which is gonna be pretty awesome. Oh, one thing I wanted to point out is I talked about my company, Maker Studios. That's my partnership company for YouTube. It's been great with them. I started out with 500 subscribers when I partnered, and now I'm at 26,000 something subscribers at the time of making this video, which is pretty awesome. They helped me grow, I guess. They helped me out quite a bit, but I have to say I'm leaving them around August, which is actually not that far away. Yep, I'm going to leave him in August due to some various reasons that I would like to not disclose, but just saying that I'm moving to another company that is going to support us even better than that. So yeah, that's a little statement about that. This base here, very, very interesting. Looks like an X, maybe a cross. I don't know. I can't really give it a name. You know, some bases you can easily give names to. This one, quite interesting. Huge gaps. Like, for example, that 2 gold mines in the bottom near the percentage overall damage. Those 2 mines right there, I'm pretty sure I could have spawned inside there, but I had bad experiences with spawning inside open gaps, because apparently some people are very good at making those gaps on purpose, and then you get owned by X-Bulls, Wizards, and Mortars. So some people are good at that. I would not recommend, if you're like a starter in Clash Clans, I would not recommend creating gaps that trap people, because you might create a gap that, well, it destroys your base. Very dangerous to do that. Funneling, I would say funneling and gap creation is one of the most difficult things about your base. So if you want to try it, you can, but if you have like 6 million Elixir, I would suggest to hold back on that. Yeah, that's right. I just kind of said the amount of Elixir that I have. Yeah, I would not want to experiment with my base right now, especially that my base is pretty solid, I would just say. Maybe you can modify it to your own unique desire, but I'd say it's pretty solid as of right now. Version 2.2 coming out soon for 8 storages. No, for 9 storages, because there's the Dark Elixir storage as well. And to fit the Archer Tower in, because as of right now, the Archer Tower is sitting by the Town Hall, and the 4th Elixir storage barely fits in the base, kicking out the air defense. And then the gold storage, the 4th one, I haven't even started that. So yeah, I'm going to have to do some quite massive thinking about what to move, what to switch, what to redo. That is not going to ruin the base as of right now. Alright guys, this is the last raid. Let's see what we got. 226,000 Elixir and 55,000 gold plus 12 trophies, and that poor cheap for Dark Elixir, enough to train 2 minions. Maybe 1. I'm not sure. Alright guys, that is it with today's video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you drop a like, as well as subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, as well as check out this previous video. It's part 3. This is part 4, so check out part 3 if you haven't seen it yet. If you haven't seen any of these, you should probably go back to part 1, because they're all very, very epic and awesome. You got these awesome raids. Anyways guys, that has been it, and peace out.